Hey, how's it going, guys? This is King Jerome, your local real estate agent here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, as well as your local guide. Today in this video, I'm gonna show you the Wildlife Sanctuary. And while it's pretty awesome and it's also very cost effective because it's free. This is a perfect place, whether you have a family or not, to go walk, show your kids the different animals and stuff that are here. And even if you don't have kids or anything like that, it's a very nice nature walk. I'm going to show you this video that I went with my daughters there today, actually the day of this recording, and we went to Wildlife Sanctuary. So hope you guys enjoy it and check out the video. Hey guys, this is King, your Green Bay real estate agent as well as your local guide. So today we're going to be taking a trip through the Wildlife Sanctuary. And this is perfectly right across the street from what you see behind me is Bay Beach Amusement Park, and we're going to cover that in a different video. For now, we're walking through pretty much what's the free zoo, and it's very exciting and a lot of nature stuff to watch, to go walk through, and this is great family fun for all ages, whether you have a family or not. Now, what's really cool about this pond right here that you're seeing, that there is live fish in it, and is literally dedicated for young adults and children to fish and only. Anybody else has to go to the Fox River or anywhere else to go fishing, but this pond is reserved for young adults and kids to start fishing or learn fishing or any of that, and it's pretty cool in my opinion. Right over here is the other side of the pond. So down over there is where we just were. And over here is the other side of the, oh, look at the stork. And right here is just the other side, and there's this little area where you can also do some fishing as well with your kids or small children, grandkids, anything like that. This is usually the fork in the road to go to the observation center or the other spot. Here we're going to enter the observation building where we will be able to buy our corn, which is in that basket on the left. And here's a nice little lady with an owl, and they usually have little things like this in display. My daughter wanted to hold the owl, but definitely can't do that right now. Kind of hard to see, but this is a python that's right under that carpet. The glass is a little dirty, but that's what's in there. And throughout the wildlife sanctuary, there's a lot of little habitats and enclosures that we will run into and see. They're pretty cool, especially for this all being free. The big thing with the sanctuary, these are all rescued animals from around the state that have come here, and this is where they're being rehabbed. And this area is going to be the main area that's designated for feeding geese and ducks and things like that. So this is the main area over here. My daughter's feeling too nervous to hand feed the geese, and with good reason. She's been chased by them before, so she was a little skeptical. I would be too. As we continue our walk over here, this is going to be the section where there's plenty of hawks over here. And this is a turkey vulture on the left. And right behind us is going to be a couple owls. Where the girls are looking at right now too, I believe it was a long-eared owl or something like that. Not necessarily sure. And then we keep going down, and here are some more hawks. Some more hawks over here. And there's plenty of enclosures, like I mentioned before, that we're going to walk into. As you come down further, this is yet another species of hawk that the zookeeper here, he just left them their dinner. And it's, as you can see, a bunch of dead rats that are there that the hawk is going to come eat. And this is one of the cooler enclosures with 2 live bald eagles that are there, and they are so much bigger in person than you may think. Sometimes they look like they're not moving, but they definitely are, and can definitely hear and see you. Now over here, we're going to start walking towards the other side of the wildlife sanctuary. Kids love this section right here. And as you can hear, they love it because they can make all the sound they want in the world. And this is the bridge in another area where geese are commonly fed here, especially hand-fed. I couldn't tell if this goose right here was just mad. I tried to feed it, but these other ones were definitely appreciated, and it freaked out my daughter a little bit. But you see her laughing and kind of jumps back a little bit. But yeah, you can hand feed these geese here, and sometimes they kind of mob up around you once you start feeding them. Continuing on, we're going to move on to the other building, the nature center, where there's more enclosures that we're going to see here in the wildlife sanctuary. Down here on the first floor, they tend to have birthday parties or little gatherings, whether that's Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, things like that. And then upstairs is the rest of the nature center, which is where we are headed to right now. This is a kid's favorite spot right here, this little tunnel where there's many little enclosures in there. They're not real animals that are stuck inside of these little bubble things, but the kids love going through it, and the floor is soft in case you ever decide to go through. And here's another little enclosure thing as well, where they're not real animals in this specific one, but I think it was more of showing history of where these type of animals live usually. So we're going to continue going down the nature center in here, and there's a second floor to this as well. So as we go down here, this is another kid favorite, is a little mini house that you can actually go inside of it and look around. And this is one of the cooler ones, and it's the slide. So with this slide, kids will go down it. Here's a video of my daughter going down the slide. It's dark, but once they come out into the nocturnal area of the little animals that are here in the wildlife sanctuary. And this is also very easily accessible for parents, that there's a little path that you will see once my daughter turns the camera. Right there is where parents usually will come in and meet the kids who slide down, who may not like the dark very much. But it's very cool. I went down the slide once, and let me tell you, if you're as big as me or bigger, don't go down the slide because it gets extremely tight and I panicked just a little bit. So now we're going to continue to the outdoor enclosures that is at the wildlife sanctuary. We got some turtles over here and a few other amphibious animals and things like that are usually in the water. I'm going to continue through. Oh, just a bunny. Thought there was something else over there. And right under that pink cloth, you can see a possum that is over there living its best life, just chilling. And over here is a snake. I'm not a fan of snakes, and I can't even tell you what kind of snake that is. I just know it's a snake. This right here shows you all the free and extremely cheap attractions that there is in Green Bay. Right there you see Bay Beach and a few other things. This is another pretty cool enclosure that they have here, and that, my friends, is a cougar. A whole cougar just chilling here. And mind you, if they're here at the wildlife sanctuary at one point, they must have been injured and they're getting rehabbed until they can be released back into the wild. I'm not necessarily sure about the protocols, but that's as far as I'm concerned. This enclosure on the left hand side are usually where there's wolves in there, but we couldn't see any of them, so we didn't really record it. And then they have a little couple of playgrounds over here as well, where the kids can kind of stop by, take pictures, and try to figure out how to swing around that little leaf pad, which to me still boggles my mind how it's even done. Whew, man, that was a lot of walking. My feet are hurting right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully that looked really cool to you guys, the way it did look for me at least, and how it looks in person. Make sure you go check that out. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video I'm going to put out with the next location I'm going to go show. So until then, I'll see you guys around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like it if you like this content.